ladies and gentlemen, just waiting on a couple of drivers now. So as you can see here, if you look on the screen there, we will be at France today for today's race. So hopefully we get going here very soon. Alright, here you go. As you can see here now, we are at the Le Mans Bugatti Circuit with a 14 turn, 4.27 kilometre track. So we are on board for some great racing. So just loading in here now for our first qualifying session in the dry conditions. This will be looking to continue on with the form that he had last week. You see a whole bunch of cars there just go through each other. Of course, a 5-minute qualifying session gives these guys a small window of time to set a quick lap and get a chance to do a couple of laps. See, the SR, I believe, there just goes straight across the track. Hear about those. Something's a problem with the condition. It's not showing up in the race feed. The guys are struggling to find the grip early on there. You can see on the outlap, which will be problematic for the qualifying. These guys obviously all running the stock standard setups. And we've got Kadichi here. We didn't see last week, so welcome to him. Who's gone sideways in most of that game. Lord will just disconnect, so happy to see him back. He's running side by side with someone there. So obviously he's cutting it off, as you saw. 3 minutes 28, we haven't got any lap times in, but we should see something soon. So Mark is going to be the first one across the line for his outlet. So he's going to be looking for some good racing, something a bit better than last week, obviously. But we'll see what happens. Obviously, VSR taking in round 1, and Murcielago taking in round 2. So obviously, only the best race result will matter for these guys. Nemesis in P2, managing to bag a second, so he's probably one of the favourites for this league at the moment. So let us see what happens here with these guys. Okay, welcome to whoever these new guys are in there. You can see here that I can see here that there's a couple of guys on the screen now. So welcome to those guys. Just waiting now. There's a minute 40 left in qualifying, so they should hope maybe get a second crack at this. some of them should get a second crack at this, maybe. The guys at the back got out of the pits late. Had problems. I'm not going to, so this could be a one-shot qualifying. Essentially, he's marking about to cross the line now for this first. A 1:44.4, so we'll see how that time holds up. Obviously whoever that is behind him there didn't set a valid lap. Murcielago is not setting a qualifying lap. Chazza gets P1 now, and Beamer Black is looking pretty racy, comes P2. 43. Murcielago is now dropped down to P4. Black and Skull 2 with a 1:44.5, which isn't bad for him considering what I was hearing from the guys early on was that Galactic Skull didn't actually get a chance to do any practice. And as we go down further on here, VSR Blizzard with a 1:46, so he'll be looking to come up to the field and last week was another one. Kevin Jacobs also with 1:46, and we have JFD here who's just going to the pits. He's sort of 1:47. With 10 seconds remaining in the and NL Tenovic is going to be looking to hopefully gain a lap time here, but he's a long way back, and I don't think he'll be able to tell where these other guys are now. They've got 90 seconds after the end of the session here. So Kadichi now will be looking to set his first lap of the race, as well as Ragnar. The Murcielago now is coming down to finish his hot lap, and he goes third fastest. Very good stuff there from him. See a message there from Wardrobe that he's had to leave. He's just going to try and join back in. So Ragno set P3 now with a 1:42.4, and Nemesis is on top with a 41.263, so he's looking very fast. Anel is now coming across the line, 13 seconds left, and we can't see what lap time he's just pulled, but we'll just have a look here in a minute. So Nemesis, Marker and Ragnar ran out top the podium positions. Murcielago starts alongside Ragnar on the second row of the grid. Chazza and Beamer Black round out the third row, with Black Skull and VSR taking out fourth, and I wasn't sure who those last two were. Let's have a look here. Kevin Jacobs and JFD, and then 11th final row is rounded out by NL Tenovic and Kadichi. So we are now here for the race. We just got to wait for these guys momentarily. Just to sort out anything that they've got to sort out, and we'll just ride on board with Nemesis here just for the purposes of getting the lights, so we'll just wait for that. So a lot of these guys will be searching for their first podiums. Nemesis obviously having already had a podium, so having a second, but he'll be looking for a first and trying to push out into the front of this league. Alright, here we go. We get ready for the lights to go out. On round number 2 of the French Grand Prix, we have the 3 lights and green light racing, and away we go. Nemesis off to a slightly slower start there compared to Ragno, and I believe that's Murcielago, I want to say. Why isn't the button? There we go. So Nemesis drops down to P4. P3 now as Ragno takes P1, and there is a huge crash there. I believe Kadichi might be involved in that. Could be wrong there, but I do believe it is Kadichi. And Beam and Black are involved in that one. We'll go back up the order here. Back up here to the top here as Ragno is actually trying to streak out a lead from Nemesis and Mark. Someone going around the outside there. Murcielago, I believe they're trying to go around the... Oh no, Murcielago's just dropped out of the position. So that's not... Oh, here we go. Under the breakings, past Chazza there. He's on the back of VSR now. So he's really going to push for this, I'd say. See how he goes. See, Nemesis has got some sort of penalty by the looks of that. I know, fastest lap. Okay, I'm double looking at that thing. It doesn't always show the right thing. It's got Ragno in P1, Nemesis P2, Mark P3, VSR P4, and Murcielago rounding up the top 5. Going on to lap 2. Obviously a 15-minute race, so as many laps as they can get done is pretty much the rule. And Eltanovic is now chasing after Chazza, so we'll see how that battle unfolds. Beamer Black and Kadichi are getting in amongst us, so again, this could be a bunch of battles here that fall all the way up and down the grid. As you see, Galactic Skull 2 hasn't had the best of starts. So he'll be hoping for this to be sort of like a practice race, and that he can then improve later on for race number 2. You see Ragno here starting to build a bit of a lead away from Nemesis, which is what he wants. Mark is right on the back of Nemesis, so this could turn out... Oh, he has a little look up the inside. It's going to be some close racing here is what we're hoping for. You see Ragno really... pretty close. Mark, sorry, is really close to the back of him. We'll go on board here to the bonnet cam, and Lordjot left the session again, which isn't ideal. He's going to try and get in that slipstream, just get that to pull him along, get a bit closer, so hopefully he can have a look. I probably wouldn't have jumped out of it that soon, but probably try and brake a little bit later than what Nemesis is, and try and get in that way. He uses up all the track there, which is exactly what you want to be doing. Look further down the grid. VSR and Murcielago back at it again as Murcielago goes for a switch back, but he's wide, so he should probably lose that position. But he does have the inside for this one, so can he get VSR? No, Mark's in. Okay, there we go. That's what. Okay, I figured out what's going on here. Alright, so Murcielago is now going to line up and move on VSR, obviously round 1, race 1 winner. Can he get something done here soon? We've got some great overtaking opportunities here off longer straights and into the harder braking zones, so this could be interesting. But Chazza might actually get him. Yeah, Chazza's got him on the inside of that one. So that pushes Murcielago down into P6. Nemesis now looks like he might be about to get Ragno, as they're pretty much side by side. Ragno must have just lost that lead that he'd built up, and Nemesis switches back to the inside for this one. He should have. Nemesis gets him, so Nemesis is now in P1, taking a couple of laps. We have gotten onto lap 3 to get a new leader. Ragno has been pushed out, but Ragno's now looking to have another go up into the right hand, left hand. If you're on the outside, Ragno set his own personal best delta through that sector. And so Ragno manages to get Nemesis, so now there's Nemesis, Ragno and Mark really close together within a couple of tenths of each other. This could be an awesome battle here for the lead if these two start battling, and hopefully they do, because that'll also bring the likes of VSR and Chazza Murcielago back into it, so that'll be a 6-way battle instead of a 3, which is always more exciting to call. have a look down here with Kadichi and Beamer Black and those guys, see what's happening, but none of the gaps look like they're overly close. And JFD seems to be the big loser out of this one. And we come back here to a three-way battle. There's a little bit of air time there for Chazza. It's Logo, Chazza and VSR go three wide through there. Perfect time to come back. And, looks like that battle may have settled down slightly, but that could also go terribly wrong for them. So we'll see. Hopefully that battle continue. Ragnar is now is taking back the lead. Nemesis is getting pressure here from Mark through sector 1. Mark tried to go around the outside there, couldn't quite make it work. Nemesis is now trying to catch back up to Ragnar. But the battle here still going on just behind him. Getting on board here from Mark. You can see just how close these guys are. None of them are really far away from each other at all. Okay, I just hear from Lord George, his wheel wasn't working last round, so he should make it back for next round. So he's going to have one race and whatever he gets is all he gets. But that should be okay. He's a pretty good race, so hopefully for him he can make something special happen there. Nemesis is still in the back of Ragnar, but Ragnar managing to hold him off. So here he is getting put under a lot of pressure here. And then Mark's also trying to put the pressure on to... That's just a great shot of the Dunlop sign where the car's coming down there. But VSR goes slightly wide and that invites Chazza to get a little bit closer. That's all it is. That's all you have to do is just invite him to get a little bit closer and then a little bit closer. And Chazza just sets the best lap delta. These three are still battling it out. Nothing much has changed position-wise, but Nemesis is really right on the back of Ragnar there. Ragnar can't shake him. And Mark's on the back of those guys, but Nemesis is getting really close there. So Nemesis looking very racy as you go down that straight, and there is a move happening down the back here. Chazza is trying to get VSR, and I think it's worked. So Chazza's moved up a position. But VSR is still really close to the back of him here. But maybe a small mistake was made by VSR just there, and gives Chazza a little bit more breathing room. But up at the front here, there is no breathing room being given by Nemesis to Ragnar, which surely he's got to be feeling the pressure by now. With just 6 minutes left in this race. Oh, Ragnar goes very wide, and that gifts Nemesis a P1 position. But Mark's now also going to get Ragnar going down this straight, I'd say here. So and Mark gets him, but Ragnar just gets it getting back on the inside. So Nemesis now in P1, and we've got another battle here. Chazza and VSR. VSR looking to get him, and Murcielago also looking to get in on the back of that. Maybe he can make just a double overtake or a single overtake here, whatever he can get, pretty much. He'll be going after it, but he couldn't. Neither one of them could quite make it work. Chaz is still just in front of VSR. Okay, so Ragnar is now right on the back of Nemesis. He's now returning the favour back to Nemesis and not giving any breathing room. So just and then Mark is right up behind there. So just a mistake from these two, just a crash from those two, would be enough just to let Mark straight through and pretty well gift him a win with no one all that close. But Mark's now going for a move on Ragno. He's going to be able to he's going to have to break late into turn one, but he's in front at least. Or is he going to manage to get cleanly around? No, he's managed to get cleanly around there by the looks of it, possibly. But Ragno outbreaks himself. Mark comes, nails the braking points there and just gets cleanly around him. Nevis has managed to break a lead of over a second there, it's saying 1.3 seconds. So that's not ideal for these two, for Mark and Ragno. And VSR now making the move on Chazza. Chazza making the move on VSR. He's got the inside. We'll see how this goes. VSR is currently in front. Chazza will have the inside. VSR will have the inside for this corner, and he might get it done there. Yeah, he has. So that's great for him. This battle continues to rage on here between them two, with just over 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes and 15 seconds. And VSR's in front, but Chazza is right on the back of him. Chazza looks for a move down the inside. Can he get it? They're wheel to wheel. He's going to get that one down the straight, but there is a chance that he won't be able to hold that one. As you see him just touch there a little bit. Awesome to watch these two, or watch any two really, just go side by side. See, Chaz is taking the inside line. VSR breaking late, they make contact, wheel contact, which is normally okay on this game. And VSR is coming back up. Who's coming out on top here? Chaz is currently in the lead, but neither one all that far in front. VSR has come out in front on this one. So as we look on the bonnet cam, just for that. Oh. Chaz, it looks like he's outbroken VSR, but has he outbroken himself? That's going to be the important question. He hasn't. He could have broken later, but he's trying to get in the slipstream of Chaz now. Let's see what he can do here. Maybe something around the outside. Nothing looking like it's going there. So he's going to just have to bide his time and wait. But he can't wait too long. There's only a minute 30 left, and bad race. Next race could spell a disaster for him. I have heard rumours of snow for next race actually, so that will make things interesting from the rumours that I've heard. But we'll just see how that goes. He's got Murcielago now coming up on him, so he's trying to get involved in that battle. Mark has closed the gap to Nemesis, so he's within he's around that half a second mark now, and getting closer. Ragno's been following Mark's, trying to keep up with those guys, but Nemesis looking really strong here, so he's only got to hold off for another 50 seconds to claim the win, I think. Have a look at our timings there. No, Nemesis. Okay, why has he got a 31-second penalty? Maybe he won, I'm not sure. Yeah. But with 30 seconds left to go, we've got Nemesis in P1, Mark P2, Ragno P3, Chazza P4, VSR P5, Murcielago P6, Gadeshi P7, and Altanovic P8, Beamer Black P9, Kevin Jacobs P10, Galactic Skull 2 P11, and JFD in P8. P12, sorry. Obviously he was involved in that crash there at the start of the race. I don't think these positions are going to change too much. unless someone does some crazy dive down the inside. But you know, I think this is going to be how it stays. I don't think Mark's going to try and push this too much. Nemesis makes a mistake, obviously, to take it, but Nemesis comes across the line for the first win of this so far. It is dropping him down, so I'm not sure if that's going to matter. Followed by Murcielago. Kadichi now comes across the line. Tanovic's coming across the line. Boomer Black's coming across the line. Kevin Jacobs is just in the final couple of turns, followed by Galactic Skull 2. They're just coming across the line to end this now, and we've just got to wait on JFD, who's just in the last couple of corners now. As he comes across the line too. So that ends race 1. So Nemesis coming P10 there for some unknown reason. He's not too, I can see that he's just in the chat there, not super happy about that one. Which I can't blame him. Hello to the people in the chat. Feel free to, if you got anything you want said, done, whatever, just send us a message. Nemesis ended up finishing P11. So you got Ragno, Mark, and then followed by Chazza in P1, 2 and 3 with VSR Blizzard P4, Murcielago P5, Kadichi P6, Beamer Black P8, Kevin Jacobs P9, Galactic Skull 2 P10, and Nemesis Racing P11, and we should have one more. We do JFD P12, and that rounds out our grid for the end of this one. So we've got 5 in the chat now. Hey guys, welcome to the chat. Feel free to send in anything, come in, say hi, drop a hi, you know, anything at all. We're going to have a second race here just in a moment. Yeah, so the next track will be in just a moment. Just gotta wait on that now. Should have Lord Jord back in this one, in for this race. And Al Tanovic is also in it. Oh, there we go, Lord Jord's in it too. Lord Jord's in there now. So we just gotta wait for all the guys to ready up now. Sorry about that, I actually bumped the wrong button. So just waiting on Mark and Ragno and Al, Beamer, Chazza and Galactic Skull just to ready up, and probably maybe a couple others. We've got a new viewer too, so welcome to whoever that is. Come in and drop us a message. Come say hi. So we've got the random weather all set. We should be about to get ready, be underway. There we go, we've got the counter at the top there. We are about to get underway for round 2 of the French Grand, race 2 of the French Grand Prix. I can't even say it. Race 2 of round 2 of the French Grand Prix. There we go. Obviously we're at the Le Mans Bugatti circuit again. Nothing there changes. The only thing that changes is the dynamic weather. So you can go from that nice sunny race to fog and pouring rain or snow, or you could have just a nice another sunny race, but it's unlikely. Alright, so we see some of the guys are just starting to come out now. Nemesis was the winner of the last one. Probably he would not mind doing that again. Alright, so we're just right on board with an Altanovic for a little bit. As he's starting his outlap, it looks like it's cloudy weather. Nothing too difficult for the guys. Murcielago's still in the pits, but that's okay. JFD was just commenting on the race with the... Ragno. So our race winner was just commenting on the fact that we had 3 cars within 1.3 seconds, which is just amazing. You know, 3 cars and then a second all fighting for the lead is awesome racing. But we're gonna have an Altanovic here coming around for his flying lap very, very soon. He's just finishing his outlap now, coming into the last couple of sectors, and we might have a ride on board with him just so you guys can see the track. So we're riding on board now with an Altanovic as he comes across the line now, starting his flying lap. He'll be looking for a good outing here. Obviously nothing too strenuous here in the weather scenario at the moment. Just some clouds at the moment, so nothing too bad. We'll maybe see some rain later on, which would make this interesting. Now it is pretty wide on that corner. You can cut that, you can bring that in a lot tighter, and that'll increase your speeds, lap times a bit. But very clean lap so far. As you can see, these cars get a little bit of understeery because they are not running as set up. They are keeping them exactly how they are for each race. So no one gets an advantage from setups. So it all then is put down purely to the driver's ability. Now we've got a nice long straight here where these guys can get up to some pretty high speeds. You see here on the thing of, you know, they're getting up to around 210. You can brake pretty late there and make an overtake. Also easier to defend there because you've got that chicane, so you can get the inside for the next part of the chicane. Last few corners now. And we've got 7 people in the street. Oh, he's cut across the grass, so it's going to make his lap times invalid now. But he crosses the line, and there is a lap. as we see Mark sets the fastest lap at 1:43.4. Just hearing here from Kai F1 that not sure if I'm saying your name right, but his internet's down, unfortunately, so that's unfortunate. So he couldn't join the race. Nemesis sets a 42.2, so he's now in P1, and Chaz is P2, Mark P3, Galactic Skull 2 is P4, but he's set at 1:45, so I'm not sure that one will hold up with the 5 people still left to set times. Very fast people, some very fast people there. Kevin Jacobs with a 1:46. Lord Jord is setting a 1:49, so hopefully he can get another lap time in and set something a bit quicker. Ragnar is still yet to set a time, so he'll be definitely wanting to do that, and hopefully getting up into the room near Nemesis at the top, so he can try and challenge for the win here as we get the qualifying countdown. So you got 100 seconds, my bad, I said 90 last time, to set a lap. Alright, so Mark's about to go across. I'm not sure who that was, who that first car was. Mark's not going to improve. Let's have a look here. Improvements, Lord George. Oh, Ragnar is in P2 now, just with a 41.8, followed by VSR Blizzard, and then you got Nemesis who sets a 41.5, so it was looking like a 1-2 for VSR, and Ragnar ends up getting in the party spoil there by Nemesis. Beamer hasn't set a time, and Altanovic is out on track now, but he won't get time to finish his lap either, his lap there. Murcielago just going to the pits. It's just great stuff there. You see Nemesis, Mark and Ragnar's top 3 from last race. No, sorry, Nemesis, VSR and Ragnar, so 2 of the fastest guys from last race in into P1 and 3, and VSR Blizzard, someone who was a little bit more towards the midfield, has now come P2 and gotten up into that podium positions. We have rain and we have fog. This is not going to be what the drivers were looking to see on this one. You just see the onboard there. You can't see a long way down. A long way down the order there. So go to Beamer there. You can barely see the lights, but they will do their best. And 3 red lights and green, and away we go. VSR may have jumped the start there a little bit as he's pulling alongside Nemesis now. You see how hard it is to see those guys, so imagine actually trying to drive in these wet conditions. And VSR managed to take the lead from Nemesis. But Nemesis making it back up the inside, and that made contact with VSR and jumps him. Chaza, no, not Chaza. Who are those 2 there? Nemesis and Murcielago were just battling, but he gets pushed off the track there. Being Blacks had a pretty good start to this race, gone up to P6 from the back of the grid. So that's awesome stuff from him so far this race. Mark's in P2, so that's pretty good start from him too. He was somewhere closer to the midfield. Nemesis has got another time penalty. I don't know what that's for. So VSR and Nemesis both with 20-second time penalties right at the start of this race. So not ideal for those guys. Mark here, so isn't it a P, well, essentially what is P1? As Nemesis is right on the back of Mark. He just wants to do, just doesn't want to do anything too silly here. So we've got 7 viewers now, so hello guys. Welcome to the NORL round 2, race 2 for the French Grand Prix, I guess you'd call it, at the Bugatti circuit. Now we're just watching here as these guys battle it out here. Mark obviously in P2 there. And Nemesis getting a lot of pressure from Chazza behind him. And Chazza get around him. If Chazza can get around him, he can have a go at Mark, and that is essentially P1. So if you can get Mark, you've essentially just won the race with the amount of time penalties these two have. Alright, Ben Black's on the back of Ragnar here, so we'll see, we'll just have a look here momentarily, see what we can see if Ben Black can make any moves, sticker on Ragnar. Very hard for these guys to see what's going on right now. This is what they're seeing as they're following someone, so they've got decent view of what's right in front of them, so it's not super heavy fog, but again it's still not ideal. And Mark, there's been a change here, so Mark has been overtaken by Chazza, so, and he has also overtaken Nemesis. So he's essentially P1 unless VSR can make a 20-second lead down the road. Mark's going to be hoping to get past him again, but see if he can make something happen. He's right on the back of him, so we've got some a chance here as he goes for a look down the inside, doesn't end up doing it. Rain is making things a lot harder for these guys. Checking the stream, there's nothing going on, but Mark sizes up and move on the inside there on Chazza, isn't quite close enough to get alongside him. Moves across to make another one, but Chazza shuts the door on him. Chazza's not careful. Could put them both out of the race there, or out of the podium positions there if they make contact in a funny way. This game is known for it, but Chazza makes a mistake, and that invites Mark to go straight up the inside. Wham bam, thank you ma'am, as Mark now takes what is effectively the lead, but P2 at the moment in this race. So it'll be interesting to see if they can catch up to Chaz. It looks like on the split times that they are, but the split times could be wrong. But Chazza is still really close to Mark, so although running off the track, it isn't done yet. We could have some more switching and changing of positions from those guys. Chazza looks up the inside there, but couldn't quite find any room. And they are about to head onto the straight. Chazza's trying to get right up alongside and can't quite do it. But he's going to jump in the slipstream here, see if we can go with the toe down to the bottom end of this straight and then go around him. There's a great opportunity here into this chicane to overtake someone. A little late braking. Chaz tries to go around the inside, is having a go at a switchback move here. He'll have the inside. There's a little bit of love tapping going on there. And look at that, Mark's going around the outside of him there. It's Beautiful racing. They just hold it around the outside, just finds grip out of nowhere, essentially. Move that even I thought was done and dusted there was not. Right, we're going to pull ourselves away from that battle for a second just to check the rest of the field. We've got Kevin in P5, well, Nemesis P4, Kevin P5, then Black P6, and is being followed by Murcielago. So Murcielago ups to P7. Ragnar in P8. I wonder what happened. Wonder what has happened to him, because he was very quick last race, and obviously winning it, which does take the pressure off a little bit. Galactic Skull 2 in P9, and Anel Tanovic P10. So we did lose Lord Jord and someone else. I'm not sure who that was. Just go back up here. Marcos Chazza. Again, Chazza still right on the back of Mark there. Trying to make him. Oh, he does. He gets him on the inside of there. Mark just goes a little bit too wide, and Chazza just gets that spot. Mark is coming back at him down the straight. He will have the inside for the next turn if he can hold it right next to him here. Which we'll just have to wait and see. As Mark later on the brakes, is he too late? Will Chazza get a switch back done? No, he won't. Pretty lucky there, was slightly late under the braking there. Still nothing from the guys in the stream, so that's alright. Murcielago isn't making a pit stop, don't worry about that. We've got about 6.5 minutes to go in this race, and Mark and Chazza are just wheel to wheel at the moment. You can't separate them, but Mark has managed to create just a little bit of breathing room. Not much, just a little smidge at the moment. I'm sure that Chazza will push up a bit further and challenge him there and take away that space. So you can see a train of cars starting to form up here. Murcielago is getting very close to the back of Beam of Black. And Ragnar is getting really close to the back of Murcielago. And getting alongside him actually. Ragnar couldn't get him on the turns there, but Murcielago might be about to have a crack at Beam of Black, which you're definitely hoping for that to happen, because he just wants to create some breathing room. As Beam Black almost seems to slow down a little bit there. But they are side by side through the chicanes, and Murcielago comes out on top. Mark and Chazza are back really close together. Excuse me, I'm a little bit tired, guys. Sorry about that. Alright, Beam of Black has managed to get back around Murcielago. And Ragnar has gone up the inside of Murcielago. Murcielago has gone wide, and that's has invited him in. But they are still side by side. And we have contact there from Ragnar, from Beam of Black off the track. Which also lets Murcielago get really close to this one. Ragnar really goes off track there. He wasn't pushed or anything, but that time they all make contact, all three. Ragnar comes on very aggressively back onto that track there. I don't know if any of the stewards have anything to say about that later on. Well, that looked very aggressive just from what I saw. Mark's still got a little bit of breathing room there from Chazza, which you'll be hoping to try and just keep that out. Just keep it just with that gap for the next 3.5 minutes. And Ragnar's falling back down the P9. You have contact there from Ragnar to hit in the back of Beam Black. Lucky not to send Beam of Black sky high there. But them two are making contact, and that's making Beam of Black's car do little bunny hops. Not something you'd normally see in this type of car, but in this does that as they all make contact. Oh! Galactic Skull and Ragnar are now off the track. You saw there, he just made contact and couldn't keep it straight. Mark, you got Gaming Now vouching for you now. So ignore what it says there, Gaming Now, just ignore what it says there. VSR has got quite a large time penalty working against him here, so last I checked it was at 20 seconds, yeah, it's still 20 seconds. So all that Mark's got to do is finish within 20 seconds of VSR and he will have a win, but Chazza is going to be there to try and stop him. See there, Chaz is right on the back of Mark there. You can barely slide a piece of paper between them, they're that close, and Chaz is going to try and go around the inside there. He's got the pace, but what about when he's out of that slipstream? Mark holds it, Chazza goes for a switchback, Mark is still alongside, pushes Chazza off the track slightly there, but it didn't look too bad. I still love that shot there, that view of them running down that hill. Chazza is still on the back of Mark. Another minute remaining in this one, so see if anyone can, if Chazza can get around him. He's only got a minute left, so he's got to try and do it soon, but if he can get around him now, it's going to make it very hard on Mark. Mark's only got to defend now. And this just got to stay ahead of Chazza, that's all he's got to do, which is proving to be a hard task. They are right on the back of each other here, but Mark's now creating again just a little bit of breathing room. Doesn't give him much room, it's this little mistake, and that's gonna throw his race out. 10 seconds left in this one, so they're not going to have enough time for another lap, so it's going to be pretty much whoever crosses the line here first. 3, 2, 1, end of the race. Now Mark goes wide, it gives Chazza just a little taste of it. Can Chazza get in here in a straight line before the line? No, he can't. Lucky. Mark just went slightly wide in the penultimate turns and invited Chazza straight up into that one. So it was very lucky there. Oh no, we're still racing, so Chazza is now just gotten in front of Mark. I thought the race was over. My bad. But Chazza's managed to get in front there. So that's not ideal for Mark. Mark's trying to have a look around the outside, can't get anything there. He's going to just have to try and pressure into a mistake. It's one of these turns here. Mark's around the outside, can he hold it? No, he cannot. Chaz is looking like he's just brought out a slight little bit of a lead. So they're coming to the penultimate turns here. Now Mark made a bit of a mistake here last time they came around. Will Chaz make a mistake here and invite Mark back into it? Oh, very, very close bump there, but no, Chazza has come through with the win for race 2 of NORL in these wet and foggy conditions, followed by Mark in P2. So Kevin Jacobs and Murcielago, they're battling it up to the line, but Kevin Jacobs managed to take that win, followed by Murcielago. Beamer Black now. Crosses P6. So we are just now waiting on Ragno and NL Turnbull to cross the line. They're just coming down that straight now, and that'll be the race and round 2 completed for the NORL Racing League round 2 for Project Cars 2 Formula C. So VSR has managed to get a podium, a P3 there, so that's going to be his best finish of the race. Managed to break out enough of a lead and managed to get P3. Nemesis, not as much of a happy story there. He gets P8. He still gets points, which is just as important for the rest of the season, but he gets a P8 because of his 20 seconds worth of time penalties. So the grid ends up going Chazza in P1. Okay, I don't know what's happened there. Mark's just disconnected. Mark did get P2, VSR, then Kevin Jacobs, Murcielago, Boom Black, Galactic Skull, 2 Nemesis, and Ragno. So Ragno hasn't had the best race there. So thank you guys for joining us for round 2 of the NORL Racing League. This has been a pretty good race to watch here for battling there. As you've always had a couple of cars up there battling for those podiums. So I hope to see you guys in round 3, and I'll catch you next week. See yous.